guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're gonna do just kind of a come get ready look with me. So I already went ahead and primed my face with the Younique Glorious Touch Face Primer. I don't really have a lot going on today, just going to my dad's birthday party. My last video I used the Younique spray foundation, and I kind of talked about how I wasn't sure if the spray was my favorite or the stick. So today we're gonna go ahead and use this stick, and I do mine in eyelet. I just draw it on wherever, and then I use the It Cosmetic Skin Smooth Complexion brush. You guys can tell the difference in it. And then of course want to bring it down like on your neck, make sure that you get it blended in. Okay, and so I did get my foundation blended in really well. Next I'm going to go in with the Tarte Tape Shape Concealer, and I'm going to lighten up my eyelids, like underneath my eyes, and then just kind of highlight anywhere that I want to be brighter. Okay, and then once I did get it in the areas that I want, Tarte setting powder, and I just put powder wherever I just put my concealer. And I'm gonna go ahead and do my eyebrows, and I just got this in, so I kind of tried it out yesterday but just played around with it. I'm going to be using the Brow Obsession palette in Burnett. I got it in Burnett, and so it comes with some waxes and then a few powders. I've never used this before, and in my last video I talk about how I'm like not that great at my eyebrows. I need to go ahead and like watch a few videos like how to do my flipping eyebrows. Whatever. Okay, so I am going to be using their Addiction Palette 1 for my eyes. I use a fluffy brush, and I'm gonna start with Chipper. So just go ahead and dap it in and then shake it up. So next I'm gonna go in with Forthright, which is just like a darker brown, and I'm gonna go ahead and do that in my outer corners and bring it up into my crease. Use a little bit smaller of a fluffy brush, like a blending brush. Same thing. And then, of course, there is like a lot of dark lines in here, but we're gonna go ahead and blend it out whenever we're done, so that's okay. So you can go ahead and take your first fluffy brush, and then you can go ahead and blend those two together. And I didn't add any more product to it. I am just using it in itself. And I'm gonna go ahead and add a little bit more forthright in there. I'm bringing it up a little bit into my transition. Okay, so then you can just go ahead and take your fluffy brush and you can just continue to blend it out as much as you're wanting. Just to make sure that it does kind of transition well and there's not like a bunch of harsh lines. I don't know where I put it just on one of these like little flat brushes. And then just kind of brush that right in where you're wanting it lighter. Okay, next I'm gonna go ahead and go in with Swanky, which I don't know. I already kind of have it wet from my concealer, but I'm gonna press it in there. And kind of just press it on. Go back in with your other one just to kind of blend them together. I'm gonna add a little bit more forthright just to put it right on the end of there. Then blend it up, because I do still want my outer piece to be pretty dark. Then I'm going to go back in with my fluffy brush and just kind of blend it all out, but I am gonna add a little bit more chipper into my transition. Take a more flatter detailed brush. And I'm going to put it back into that forthright, which is like the darker outside piece that we used. And I'm gonna bring it down into like eyeliner. And then I just try to bring it like right into the middle, because we're gonna bring in a lighter color down into the bottom. So next I'm gonna go ahead and use Brassy. It's super light, it's super glittery, and then I'm just going to use a little round brush. And I'm gonna do that on my inside pieces. And it just really makes those eyes pop. It just opens them up. And then I'm also going to use our same little flat brush. And I'm gonna use Brassy again, and I'm gonna do it right underneath my brows, like as a highlighter. Okay, so now let's go and contour, and then I'm going to use the Lovecraft Beauty. I think I'm going to do a little bit darker color. I'm going to go in towards the middle. And then I'm just going to do my 3. going to use a fluffier brush to kind of just blend it out. Blended today for blush, I'm going to be using Stunning by Younique. I can see it. Okay, now that we got our blush, bronze, everything, we need to do highlighter still, but I am going to bring a little bit of that down back in my neck. Okay, so for highlighter, I am going to use the same color that we used up in our eyebrow, which was the Brassy. That's what I love about Younique palettes, is you can use them for more than just eyeshadow. I mean, you could use Chipper as a contour color. I'm using Brassy as my highlighter. You can use these for your eyebrows. The options for Younique products are just, you can use them for anything. So for lips, I'm gonna go ahead and use Successful by Younique in their Liquid Splash lipstick. For mascara today, I'm going to be using the NARS Climax. So I use Younique products, mostly Younique products, so it's hard for me to use a different mascara and not try to compare it to Younique, because I really do love our mascara. Which, I mean, this one's not terrible. So as you can tell, I did get like a little bit of mascara up in my eyeshadow. I'm going to use just a Q-tip and go ahead and dab it out of there. And then I will just use my blending brush to kind of just mix it back in if I did get a little bit taken off of there. So I will be right back. Okay, so I am back and I went ahead and cleaned it off. So this is my final makeup look using mostly Younique palettes. I did their Brow Obsession palette in Burnett. I did their Addiction palette #1, which comes with like a lot of fall colors. And then I did mascara in the NARS Climax. And I'm not gonna lie, like I actually am liking, I think it's really pretty and it went on smooth and it did give me good eyelashes. This hair is going to drive me nuts. So let's go ahead and the next part to get ready with me, I'm gonna go ahead and do my hair and then wait for my kids to wake up and then it will be time to leave. As I talked about, I am a mom, and so while I was getting ready, all over herself with a marker. So I'm gonna go ahead and get her in the bathtub while I'm doing my hair. I'll just go ahead and let her play in the shower. Okay, so I am back. So now let's go ahead and do something with this hair. I think that I'm probably going to just straighten it, but I do want to keep like the volume in it. So let's go ahead and, like I said, I cut my bangs last night. They're a little bit shorter than what I was hoping for, but it'll be okay because they are gonna stick to the side, and I think once I like get them tamed back down, they won't stick out. Hopefully, that is what I'm hoping. First, I'm going to start by spraying it with some heat protectant spray, and I'm just going to rub that through my hair. I do have some pretty good volume. I don't wash my hair that often, like maybe once a week probably. Not like oily or anything like that. That just works best for me and for my hair. I noticed that if I do start to wash it more often, then it will start getting a lot of oil in it. I'm gonna go ahead and pin it half up. I think I am just gonna straighten it today. I haven't straightened my hair in a really long time. Actually, like, I am the queen of messy buns, and I have pretty short hair, but I still just every day just put it in a bun. So I am just going to straighten this real quick, and I'm not using like anything fancy as far as a straightener. I'm just using like a Remington one from Walmart. I actually do have a pretty expensive straightener that I had bought at a hair salon a long time ago, and it was my favorite straightener for the longest time, and then somehow I like came across this cheap one, and now like that's all I've been using. So underneath, my hair is pretty curly whenever it gets wet, and so it gets like poofier underneath. That's why I kind of try to break it apart and do it in sections, just because I don't want my underneath and my back to be sticking out and just so fluffy. And so now I'll go ahead and move on to the next section. And sorry if you hear the water splashing. Like I had said, I had to get my daughter in the bathtub, so she's just kind of hanging out with me in the bathtub while I'm getting ready. So now I'm just going to break it into a smaller section here on top. And as you can see, like, it is pretty like curly and poofy back there. That's why I do break it into sections. I have short hair, but I have pretty thick hair. I'm just gonna spray some more. I'm gonna brush it through. Let's go ahead and move on to this top section now. So I've got my underneath, but you can still see where I have lines because I had my hair in a ponytail. So I'm gonna go ahead and just go over that top section and try to get some of those lines out of it. And whenever I do my top layer, I kind of like curl it under, just because the way that my haircut is, it's like one of those like longer bobs. And same with them bangs. Okay, so now I'm gonna go ahead and kind of give like up here a little bit more volume. What I'm gonna be using today is Undone Volume and Matte Texturizing Spray. And I think that I got this in like one of my Birch boxes or some subscription box that I had got, and I really do like it. So I'm just gonna go ahead and spray it up towards the top, and then I'm gonna use a teasing comb and kind of tease it back down. Okay. So now that I got the most of my hair how I want it, I want this piece to curl in a little bit more. I kind of like them to like match on each side. Okay, so now I'm gonna go ahead and spray up here. Just kind of use my fingers to rub it all in, which it doesn't even really take that much with my hair. I have pretty good volume in my hair, and I think it's because, like I said, I don't wash it very often. Then I'm gonna go ahead and kind of brush those pieces out. I don't want like anything crazy. I just kind of wanted my top to have a little bit more shape. I do need to do something with these bangs because they are driving me nuts. Okay, so what I was hoping to get out of it was I really wanted bangs. But I think I'm gonna have to bring them up shorter, and then I'm kind of nervous that, I don't know. So I think I'll just do my normal like side bangs, which I do need to like cut a certain, I need to cut some random pieces out of there because it is too much. Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and go in with some hairspray just to kind of give it that final touch to it and keep it the way that I want it. And then later I will need to go in and like cut some of these other random pieces out. But my hair will be done. Then I kind of like just poofed my hair up a little bit more, but I really do like when my hair is just kind of straightened and done. Just looks a little better, I guess. But this is it. So now I'm gonna go ahead and get dressed, get my daughter out of the bathtub. We're gonna get ready and then go to my dad's birthday party.